Hello and welcome back to our third session, and here we are going to discuss about another concept which we call it as serialize field. So, this is a new term which has been introduced in Unity from the past 2 years. So, previously you would remember that we used to use the term like public private, and only public variables could be accessed outside the script and in the inspector. Now we are going to get introduced to a new term called as serialize field. So, what is this serialize field? To give you an example, say for example in our previous session we created this game, and when I execute the game, now here what is happening is this is flying. See, I find this flying to be very fast. So, then if I want to slow it, I have to come back to the script here, and in y value instead of 0 1 I have to type it here as 0.005, save it, again come to Unity and then wait till the script gets compiled. So, every time I make a change it has to get compiled, again run the script, test it. So, now it is filing. Okay, this is not good, I want the speed to be little more faster, then again come here, change it to 0.008 and again save it, then come back to Unity, wait for the script to compile. So, this is a process which takes you more time. So, every time you make a change in the variable, the script has to be recompiled. So, here in Unity, to save this, to avoid this problem, we use the term serialize field. So, now what I will do is, I will come back here, and if I want to make changes to my y value, I will set my y value back to 0.01, and then here in float, just before float, I will add one open close square bracket, and inside this open close that is a square bracket, I will type the word serialize. See, you got the tip there, field. See, F capital field. So, when I type serialize field like this and in front of this float value, now I will save this file. Now, I will come back to Unity, and once the script has been compiled, now you can see we have attached our mover script to player. So, if I select the player in mover, now this y value is right now available here. So, now what I can do is I can change it value here to 0.001 and play it and test it. So, now I will play it and test it, and if I find it very slow I can stop it. I will come back here and I will make it 0.008. So, here changing this in the inspector will be more easy. See, now it is moving fast. So, now what actually we are doing here is, by using serialize field, we are transferring the control from the script to our inspector. And now I will give you one challenge. The challenge that you are supposed to do now is, what you have to do is, you have other two variables, you have to serialize both the other variables, and after you serialize it, you have to make all the three variables serialized and it should be accessible by the inspector. And the second little difficult or tougher challenge is, while in play mode, when the game is playing, you want to make your player run away from you and get back, run away from you and get back. This is what the challenge I am giving it to you. Stop this video and try to do it first. You try to do it on your own. Okay. So, if you are not able to do it, then continue with the video. And if you have already done it, see whether the way you have done it is right or wrong. So, I will now come back and implement this logic. So, for this I will come back to Unity here, I will come back to Visual Studio Code, and here I will copy this serialize field code and paste it in front of x value and also in front of z value. That is it. And I will initially set all this value here to 0. I will set all the values to 0 and I will save it. Now, if you come to Unity, once the script is compiled, you can now see the values here. So, now if I reset it, see all the values are set to 0. Okay. So, this is the default value. Now, here if I set my x value to 0.2 and y value to some 0.1 and if I play it, say it moves the way, say it moved away very fast, see it moved very fast. So, if I make it 0.01 and if I play it and if I check it, see let us check it, see it moved. So, still it is very fast. I will make it 0.001 and if I play it, see it is now moving. So, I can control this x value is too high 0.2, I will make it 0.001 and now if I run it, see it is slowly moving up. Now, the challenge, another challenge that was told to you is this should move away from your camera and come back to the camera. To move it away from the camera, you have to move it along the z axis. So, what you can now do is go here and reset it, press the play button. See, now the game is playing, and when the game is playing along the z axis, slowly move it. See, you can move it and you can see you can control it. You can just move it closer or farther. See, you can in live you can control it. See, if I move it along, see you can control it. I will just stop the playback. I will again play it and see here I can control this. See, if I move it, see it move. If I move it again, I will move it in the reverse direction. See, like this slowly you can try to control it. So, I will so this is how I will reset it. I will stop the playback, play again, and now I will slightly move x like this, then I will move it back now. See, it came back. I will again move forward. See, when I move forward, see it moved back. If I move backward, see like this, now I can control. See, you are now getting a brief idea about how you can control your game object. So, right now we are controlling this manually by moving this z value in play mode, by moving it forward and backward. So, I will either move it forward or backward to make this move forward or backward. See, it moved backward or it moved forward. So, I am going to control it using this. Now, I will stop the playback. In our next session, we are going to work on these controls. How can we transfer these controls from our inspector to our keyboard, or how can we transfer it from our Unity inspector to the end user? This we are going to explore it in our next session. Thank you.